Going on, guys? It is me, Parkzy here, your coach of the Armaldos, back on the DGBA Season 4 YouTube channel. Today, we've got a very important interview today. We have got a fellow YouTuber like myself who will be down in the description. Make sure to subscribe to him and check him out because he is far better at Pokemon than me. But we are here with Coach Oak. How are you?
I am doing very well.
Okay, nice. Okay, so debatably your team is one of the best teams in the entire league, and you're debatably one of the best players. So when you add those two together, we're gonna lose. So the first one is: did you have a plan going into this draft?
I had a plan. It looks almost exactly nothing like the team I had. My plan basically centered around Mega Mawile, Hydreigon combination, and a regen core, and I have neither of those things.
Yeah, you haven't got JJ took Mega Mawile and Gengar, right? You kind of just snagged Hydreigon, but I mean, for making your team up on what seems like the fly, like it hasn't been your first choice, but it's definitely been a very good team. You got Heatran, so I guess my next question was kind of falls into that one, but were you sniped at all, except for Mega Mawile and Hydreigon?
I was sniped a bit. I wasn't sniped awfully because I was kind of building as I went. So I originally wanted Mega Mawile at the number 3 pick, but to me, Zeroara is just way too good at 16.
Yeah.
It probably shouldn't have been legal in my opinion. I think of it that highly, so I thought I can't really pass on this at the number 3 spot, so I went with it and then kind of built the team from there. As things kind of went, I kind of was just waiting to see if Mega Mawile by chance would get back around. It didn't, and then I kind of went, okay, what? Now I'm just 100% building around Zeroara, and I have a front office of pretty. None of them are in this league, but if you go to my channels, you know who they are more or less, and they kind of helped me build, especially Honor 6. Shout out to him. He does have a channel as well, but he suggested Bulu. From there, I went back with Heatran, even though I don't love Heatran, but I had it last season. And then from there, we figured out Zygarde was a good dragon type to put with that, and a good ground type. And then from there, I wanted sticky webs. I thought Araquanid was pretty underpriced. And then I just went about filling out speed tiers and picking Mega Sableye to make everybody hate my gut.
Yeah, that was a beautiful analogy, Oak, but you just plugged so many people. I just have to plug myself. If you guys want to check out my channel, it'll be down in the description as well. So my next question is, what do you think your record will be? Now, you're a very good player, like I said, but what do you think your record will be in terms of win and loss? Considering we played 9 games this league, and everyone is pretty darn good.
Non-zero. That's just a given. So that's just I'm playing for second place. That's just how it goes. I'm expecting 3 or 4 losses, so I guess that would be. I kind of lucky with my record last season to finish in second place at 8-3, especially since I did actually lose 4 battles, but 1 got switched to a win. So, I mean, I don't see myself as quite that strong. I think it is a very good team, but there's a lot of mons I'm not used to using, and I'm expecting to make mistakes that will cost me battles, as well as just assuming I'm going to lose to non-zero. But if I can come second place in my division, with a record kind of in 3-4 losses range, I think would be the target there, and I'll be quite happy to make playoffs and see where I can go from there.
Okay, nice. I feel like with your team, you just don't want to set hazards ever. You've got 2 magic bouncers, like a defogger, and just none of your Pokemon are essentially that weak to hazards, so it's scary. And my next question is, why did you pick Zeroara as your Z user? I pronounced that right, didn't I? Zeroara? Yeah. Something like that?
No, that sounded good to me. I picked a Z user. I didn't really have anything else that I was super, that is a super strong Z user. I mean, there's some things that definitely enjoy them. The other thing I kind of thought about was Heatran for Gracium Z. Zygarde, Dragon Dance with the Z move is kind of nice. Mienshao I kind of like with the Z move as well, but to me, when you have such a fast thing that its attacking stats aren't the greatest in Zeroara, it's very good, and attacking stats around that 110 range is solid, especially when it is set up on both sides. But being able to have that coverage Z move or just that nuke Z move is definitely very nice, especially on something that fast where it can it doesn't even need to carry a ton of speed a lot of the time, and you can put Adamant with the Z move, and it turns into more of a nuke than it ever would be before.
Yeah.
I'm especially looking forward to, hopefully 1 week, pulling off Plasma Fists into a Z Electric Giga Impact.
Oh, nice.
Because
okay.
I think that would be fun.
Okay, so you guys all know what to do, okay? Build half of your team around Plasma Fist Zeroara, okay? We've all got it here firsthand, ladies and gentlemen, but it's a very scary Pokemon, and I think what you said quite rightly is very true. It can set up as well with bulk up and things, so that just makes it even more of a threat, considering it's also one of the fastest Pokemon in the entire game. Base 143, 42 speed, sorry. That's insane. But my next question is, how did you get into competitive Pokemon?
I kind of got into Draft League, honestly. I just kind of stumbled into GBA on YouTube and kind of liked it and went from there. Like, I had played on Showdown a little bit. I don't really consider myself still a competitive battler. I know that sounds weird being in Draft League. I'm mostly just Draft League. Like, I've never done BGC or anything like that.
Yeah.
Of messing around on Showdown and League, and I'm a big sports fan, and I just think it's a cool meta, so...
Yeah, it's definitely nice, Draft League, because it's one of those things where the only, like, drawback is your imagination to it. So you can literally, like, you can play, like, about 100 Draft Leagues, and the outcome will always be different, which is really cool. You'll always have different sets, different mons usually to pick, and just the enjoyment's always there, and that's why I think that Draft League is really good for someone that's recently joined it. It's just because it's always different, it's always fresh. And my final question is, what do you think will be the most fun Pokemon on your team to use? Because you got quite a lot of fun Pokemon, I will admit. I would not mind picking up this team.
I don't know if it's necessarily going to be the most fun to use, but the one I'm actually looking forward to using the most is Aurorus.
Oh my goodness.
I love Aurorus.
Doesn't get Aurora Veil.
Me every day that doesn't get Aurora Veil because
Trigger.
it has to be somewhat viable then. Which is just, it's like my biggest, like, I don't understand why you do this to us, Gamefreak. But
it's okay,
I love Aurorus, so
save it for your channel, which will be down in the description, okay? Save it for your channel down in the description at Coach Oak, www.youtube, Coach Oak. Anyway, continue. I'm just plugging you again. Right, okay. Continue. Oak.
Crobat. Crobat's one of my favorite mons as from a kid, and it's kind of like, it's always in draft plans, but it's always the one in the draft plan where I'm like, I'm going to push this like 2 rounds after it's probably taken and just kind of expect it's going to get sniped type.
Yeah.
And it didn't this time. I really thought it would, and it managed to hang around. So I was able to take it, and like there's a lot of stuff I haven't used. Espeon will be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Zeroara, of course. I mean, it's the new toy, right? New toy syndrome.
Yeah,
but I think Aurorus is probably the mon I'm looking forward to using the most.
Yeah, I feel like Espeon's quite an underrated Pokemon. I had it in the DGBA for the whole one day before I left, and it seemed good at the time. I never got to use it, but it seemed good. It's pretty fast, quite frail, but I mean, it can be a collect with Heal Bell, which is pretty nice for your team, especially if some Pokemon get paralyzed or toxic or burnt. But that's generally the end of the video. If there's anything you'd like to say before we leave, then you can say it now.
Don't want to face non-zero, but other than that, I'm looking forward to a very exciting season in the DGBA. It's one of my favorite leagues to be in, and I'm definitely forward to making everybody pay for making me make this draft plan, because that's basically what happened here. I just decided to make it as mean as possible. Yeah,
definitely the Incineroars, they will definitely be intimidating you. You see what I did there? You see, intimidating you? Yeah, you like that, didn't you? Yeah. Zero, Coach Oak, hello.
Don't forget Incineroars.
Okay.
We don't roars.
We're definitely going to try and petition to Gamefreak to try and get Aurora Veil on Aurorus, just because Coach Oak has been triggered in chat and everyone's been triggered that doesn't get it. So we're definitely going to try and get that to be a thing. But thank you guys for watching the video.
While you're there, get Intimidate Incineroar released, please.
So thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like and subscribe. We've probably done this topic to death, but make sure to go check out Coach Oak down in the description. He uploads a lot of Pokemon content, and will probably be uploading the videos of the DGBA. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next interview with another coach. Goodbye.